I was thinking on the way here, we could be like the three fucketeers.
Three fucketeers.
That's who we are.
I like it.
I can fuck with that.
We are anime.
Death by Bushlight.
Oh,
The most I-am way to
The
go.
worst kind of.
Death by drinking. Who would have thought, Jake?
What, Nani?
Before I came here, I was shooting guns, blowing washers up. Who cared?
Yeah, you're
Die by
just really,
bushlight.
you're just really drawn to death today.
America. Oh, man.
Blew a fucking microwave up today. I don't care.
Yeah, man. Well, we're not here to talk about America. We're here to talk about
Japan.
Yeah, right.
Japan and the things we love from it, because this is, and now I mention everything. And I am your main host for the evening, Riley Wallen, because our fearless leader cannot be here tonight. He's attending a pre-planned event in Chicago, and sucks to be him because we're going to have a great time.
Yeah,
Of course we are.
absolutely.
As I said, my name is Riley Wallen. To my left, I have...
As usual, your boy Mason, and in Tyler's stead, we have...
Oh, I'm your random dipshit Jake.
Yeah,
All right.
he's
Yep.
decided to join us for this night. We can't do this with just, two people.
Well, that's the video game show.
Yeah.
When it's me and you.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about nerd stuff.
To be announced.
Yeah.
In the future. We're going to talk about a lot of things that are to be announced today. We're going to talk about a lot of things that are coming up in the future. That's what we decided to base this episode around. We had planned for something else, but, life happens and we couldn't really get to it. So shelve that for now, and, we'll get it back to you guys here in the future. I would like to just take a second here and, thank everybody for the listenership that's been coming in. Numbers are growing every week. We've got a lot of big things coming up in the future for our other shows. Tomorrow we're actually going to be doing our first band interview with the band Modeling. You might formerly know them as PM Today if you were an emo kid sometime around the late 2000s, early 2010s. It's good stuff. We've also got a few other interviews coming up in the next couple of months. And pre-disclosure here, we are going to actually be taking a break in the month of August to kind of regroup and take a step back for things.
I still plan on having the gaming and Twitch stuff going, though, so there'll still be content.
Yeah, plenty of content to come, so it just won't be Spotify or podcast listening content. But again, we would like to thank you all for all of the listenership that's been coming. We're growing every week, and we couldn't thank you guys enough. And be sure to check out our other shows, Men of Misfortune, and our deep dive show, Morning Cup of... Jake, what's it called?
Chaos.
There we go.
Ooh, he
He's
listens.
got it.
Nice.
He has to know it because he's on the fucking show.
Yeah.
Now he's on all the shows.
Now he's on all of them, yeah.
I know everything. God damn it.
Now
He
you're
knows
basically
everything.
Tyler.
Oh, you have to be.
Haha.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Now I'm the fearless leader. Stay in Chicago.
Your luck increased by 10, but your intelligence went down by 6.
So, as I said before, we wanted to kind of talk about things that were up and coming because...
It's been a crazy year so far. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff announced, man. A lot of stuff a lot of people are excited for, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that actually got pushed back.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still butthurt about that.
I'm pretty cranky.
And what's fucked up is I think I got the ending spoiled for me the other day.
Did you read the manga?
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
You
I didn't.
accidentally got it ruined?
I accidentally.
Ooh.
I saw something and I didn't know how to take it. So I'm going to tell you what I saw.
Apparently it's
okay?
poorly, but...
Not everyone has to get spoiled.
Not everybody has to get spoiled, but I was fucking scrolling through Facebook, as I tend to do way too much, and I saw some top 6 anime character transformations. And you had Vegeta, you had Goku, you had, I don't know, a couple
Naruto
other
and
people.
stuff.
Yeah, Naruto. I think Deku was on there.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yep.
no. Okay, no, this is what it was. It was an article. It was like top 10 anime character transformations that people aren't ready to see in anime.
God.
And it was like Gear 5 Luffy.
Okay,
And then a bunch
yeah.
of other ones. And the last one was a fucking bird that had looked Aaron Yeager's hair.
A bird?
Yes.
What?
Yes. And then the wheels started turning inside my head because usually, like, somewhere in, like, the opening or the endings of almost every single season, there's, like, they really, like, pay attention to birds flying around, especially in the last season that came out.
Yeah.
I have noticed that.
I remember
yeah.
reading about that.
Yeah. So I think something happens with Aaron and he turns into a fucking bird.
Well, we won't
And I
find
don't-
out till next year because
Yeah.
fucking Attack on Titan doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Final season, my fucking ass.
Part
It's like Walking Dead, like part 1, part 2,
Not gonna
part
end.
3, part 4. It's like how can we milk this cow
So
for another year?
So do you think it will end in part 3 or do you go on to part 4?
Well, they've been talking about doing a movie too. is
God
the
damn it,
thing.
of course
They're
they
supposed to be. From what they said, I was predicting that it would come out at the end of this year, but so they haven't officially announced that there's going to be a part 3. They haven't officially announced that. They've announced that they're doing a movie. So what I think is going to happen, because upon my research, I noticed that from where it's at in the show by the manga is there's 9 chapters left. Typically, an episode is about a chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So you figure they could do, if they stretched it out, which they probably will because of animation and everything, maybe 10 to 12 episodes.
So there was 12 episodes in part 1 and 2, I believe.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that they're either going to do that or they're going to make a movie. Or they're going to make a certain amount of episodes, then they're going to make a
Then
movie,
a movie
to
yeah.
end it.
Mhm.
Which that'll really piss me off.
Yeah, or they do like 4 or 5 episodes and then 4 or 5 episodes of like backlog, like they've been doing. Of like everyone just sitting in the woods around a campfire and talking about the past season.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking irritated me.
Yeah, I was talking to other people about that too. I was just like, get the fuck on with it. Nobody cares about this shit.
We've already seen it.
Yeah, we've already seen all this filler. Like, this isn't Naruto. This isn't the show.
Oh,
all
don't
right,
get me
like,
started on Naruto.
yeah, we don't need all that. All right, it's too much. Like, get to the fucking good shit. I mean, at least they capped it off, like the part 2, or whatever. The last episode was good. At least you got to see something kind of happening with the rumbling and
And they all showed up to I can't remember what that place is called now.
Marley, I think.
Maria.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Mario was one of the walls.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
It's
pretty
been a
sure
while.
Marley. I get it all confused. There's Paradise is the island. Marley is where all the opposing forces were coming from, and et cetera, et cetera. So they showed up there and they fucking wrecked the place.
Yep.
And it was awesome. And you finally got to see Aaron like in his full
Only
Founding
for
Titan
only,
mode.
only for a split second though, right? A few seconds.
yeah, but that's like the still from the manga. Is that him bent over with his hair long as fuck, and then you see his face. Like, they used that exact panel, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, to cap all of my rage and fucking bitterness off,
We can go on for a while with that.
yeah, it's probably going to be January before we see something
That's too
on
fucking
streaming
long.
services again. And I agree. I told myself once they ended on part 2, I'm like, I'm just going to read the fucking manga and get this over with.
I thought you did.
I thought I did. I thought I was going to, and I'm like, no, I waited this long. I don't know if I can anymore. Now that I found out he turns into a fucking bird, possibly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So we're gonna see what happens. Anyway, moving forward.
I was gonna say let's talk about something I think would make you happier that they announced that in the fall that Chainsaw Man should be coming out.
Yes,
I know you're excited about that.
Yes, I'm very, very, very excited about it, and it's actually made by the same studio. Good segue. It's made by Mappa Studios, and I'm sure a lot of you diehard manga fans out there have heard of Chainsaw Man. It is probably, based on the chapters I've read, it is going to be one of the goriest fucking animes to date.
So are they still doing manga with it? Are they still writing
Yeah,
it currently?
manga's still going. Yeah, they've got, last I saw, probably like almost 20
Okay.
novels out. Or is that what they call? Is that what they call them? Novels? No.
Book. I don't know.
What are
Yeah.
books? I can't read.
All right. Yeah. It's right to left, not left to right. Somebody picks some fucking manga that's never read one before, and they're like, "Yeah, it was okay. It was just really confusing. It's like everything was happening backwards."
Right.
It's like if the case of Benjamin Button was a book. Yeah. No, but yeah, I'm really excited for Chainsaw Man, and we're supposed to see that in the fall, I believe.
That's what it says. To be announced fall.
Yeah, and it's like I said, Mappa Studios, so the animation's going to be over the top. If you guys haven't checked out Chainsaw Man yet, definitely do it. You won't regret it.
I saw. I think the other day they finally came out with like a little trailer thing for it.
I've had one for a while.
Oh, they did. Okay,
They
I
had
maybe I
one.
just saw it then.
They released one like last year,
Oh shit.
and then
Okay.
they released another one. Crunchyroll posted another one a couple weeks ago, but I think it was just basically the same
Oh,
one.
maybe that's one I saw
So,
then.
Probably, yeah. Because I rewatched it too, just to be sure, if it was something new or not. And it looked pretty much the same. I think it's going to be great, though. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for you guys to see it because I know you're going to love it.
Hell yeah.
It's really goofy, but really fucking hardcore at the same time.
That's my favorite kind of anime then.
Yeah.
All right. I think one that I'm excited for that's actually coming out very soon in July is the next part of Made in Abyss. I don't know. I don't think you guys have seen it, but I recently watched it.
No, tell us about it.
So it's actually, if you like go on Google and you type in like dark animes or whatever, it's usually on the list. It's not like per se like dark, maybe like Castlevania type shit or anything, but like it's about like this little girl and she finds a robot and like really realistic tragic things happen to these little kids, and like it's like actually pretty gory and like intense and like it's like realistic kind of. You know
So,
what
like,
I'm saying?
in a way, A Promised Neverland?
Kind of, yeah. It's
Okay.
that. So basically, it's about this chick, and then there's a giant hole on the island they're on, and it goes into the abyss. Like it goes, they don't know what the bottom's like, right? Because no one's ever been there and made it back. So like the big whole core dynamic around it is like you can go down, right? But if you ever try to come back up, even like 5 feet, you'll start like bleeding from your eyes, and like
Oh, fuck.
you'll just like end up killing you, like dying. So like you can travel down the abyss, but like making it back is the hard part. So,
Oh, shit.
That sounds
But yeah,
wild.
it's cool. It's like each level they go down, there's like more monsters, and there's like other cave divers down there that like are supposed to be friendly, but they're not. They all got their own motives, and she's trying to find her mom, and I don't know. It's kind of typical, but like the animation's very good, and the dynamic between the two main characters is great.
It's kind of like
So-
Tower of God, but backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, yeah, I'm excited with that. That one's coming out here soon. So I mean, anybody that's seen it, we've been waiting. And I was saying to you, I'm a little curious because they did a couple seasons of it, but then they also did movies, and the movies were just like a synopsis of the season. So like, if anybody hasn't seen it and they want to, I would say the movies are justifiable, like they're good, but the seasons it goes into more detail with the episodes. But if you just like want to watch it just to see if you like it, I would suggest just like trying to find the movies and just watch them.
I
There's
might
two
do
of
that
them.
tonight.
Yeah, there's two of them. They're pretty cool. So
I was going to say, yeah, you've piqued my interest.
yeah, it's cool. It's fun. So
Yeah.
Wait, so when you say the abyss, like I just picture like the hole from like 300, where you kick him down to the pit, the pit of death.
yeah, but like 1,000 times bigger. Like there's like a whole city around the hole.
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
It's like it looks like the Death Star shot Earth, and like no, I swear to God, it's fucking massive. It's just huge. Like you can't see the bottom. Like it's crazy. And like there's like one floor. There's like so they go down I think 3 levels or 4, and then they get to like the 4th or 5th one. Like the trees start growing backwards, and like gravity reverses and stuff.
Wait,
Nice.
how do they get down? How do they get down the floors then?
Gotta
Like,
watch it, man. I can't
Oh,
spoil
damn
all of
it.
it, bro.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's
They
pretty cool.
Build jetpacks.
But no, that's like their whole society. They're not spelunkers, but they're like the miner people. Like that's what they do. They go down there, try to find relics, they bring them back to the top and sell them to make money.
That's
So-
fair.
So like they just train these orphans to be miners and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to ruin too much. It's cool though.
More like fucking suicide missions. I
exactly.
mean.
Yeah.
You
Right.
may come back, you may not.
You probably won't.
Some of you will die. Some of you might die.
That's the price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, that's a chance we're willing to take.
exactly.
You go down there and you get that fucking gold. There's gold in them hills. Good
right.
stuff. Definitely excited for that. Definitely gives me something to look forward to.
You got anything coming up you know about?
Yeah.
Jake?
What's your
Anything you're
one
excited
wish?
for?
Let me see. I can't remember right now.
We have a little list.
Oh, is that time I got reincarnated by a slime? The movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
I'm so excited for that.
So you've actually seen that, right?
Yeah, I've watched it all.
See, I have not. So why don't you do what I just did and give me a little taste of it?
Okay, so it starts out this guy, he gets stabbed in the streets and he bleeds out. But he dies. But he wakes up in a cave as a slime next to a dragon. I know, you're like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, what the fuck's going on? But then the dragon like gives him power and he quote unquote levels up. And he can see like, you know, his hot bars, his HUD and all that stuff. And the more he like collects stuff, the more he levels up. And he can, if he gives someone a name, they get powerful. And he creates his own like city and like army and goes to like,
Wait, so he's like a sentient slime?
he's a slime.
But he obviously can think and stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
Is he like a shape-shifting slime? Can he like?
Yeah. If I'm correct, it's been a while since I've watched it, but
Okay.
yeah, he can like have all these fucking powers. He turns to I don't want to fucking ruin that, but he gets fucking powerful, and he takes over. Like, he tries to make things better because you know the government's all fucked up and stuff. He ends up making his whole fucking city. People trying to come trade with him. He wants the bad cities, quote unquote bad cities, to become better and like make the world a better place. But while doing that, he becomes what he shouldn't be.
become corrupt with power? type
Yeah,
of
I'll
thing?
just put it that way. I don't know how to.
What like era is it based in? Is it like modern or is it like
I think it's
ancient?
more like
Or,
ancient times. Like
It's
more
like medieval kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
But it's also like there's goblins and
Gerblins.
goblins.
Gerblins.
But there's fucking goblins. There's dragons. There's orcs, wizards,
cool.
all that kind of stuff. So it's like
Yeah. So like you said, like medieval times.
yeah,
sorta,
it's like WoW, but in
Yeah.
anime.
Knights of the Round Table type thing.
Yep.
you
But it's
know.
through the eyes of the slime.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I really enjoyed that. I think I binge watched that in 3 days.
nice.
Okay.
Totally
It's been
worth
on
it.
my list for a while. Like anytime I've gotten on Crunchyroll, like it's always like one of the top like sections of most popular, and I always like want to start it, and then I just get sidetracked and don't, or I'm trying to finish up something else. 'cause,
Yeah,
you
that's how
know,
it normally goes.
That's
Yeah.
always the hardest part for me too. It's just like starting it. But then like usually once I start it and then I'm like I gotta finish this now.
It's like
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like starting it is rough, but like you probably said, like before we started the podcast, season 2 is pretty fucking good. Season 3 is extremely good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But speaking of JoJo's,
When is that coming out? The Stone Ocean?
Yes. Stone Ocean.
When did
is
they
a
announce that?
season 6, right?
I believe
believe
it's part
so.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
which I don't really know much about. I don't really know a whole lot about the couple seasons before that because I stopped at Stardust Crusaders. I want to continue on with JoJo's because I've heard Diamonds Isn't Forever is a great fucking arc. And it's only like 50 episodes too.
Only.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. Like, look at other animes. There's
That's
just like
fair.
300 episodes, you know, like fucking Bleach. Am I ever going to watch Bleach? Probably not.
No, I watched the first 3 seasons and that was it.
I feel like it's too late now, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that ship sailed like One Piece for me. I appreciate One Piece, but like I don't see myself watching all of it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
there's like those animes like of our generation where it's like it's cool to know things about them, but like we're old and it's hard to commit the time to watching a show like
See, I-
that. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be able to watch all of Shippuden.
Right.
I'd probably
Yeah.
still be watching it now.
I give props to Tyler for watching One Piece and being up to date with that, I believe.
yeah,
He's
Like-
100 episodes away from being up to date. So.
Yeah.
Even then,
He's
it's
close.
still
That's
900 fucking episodes.
it's relatively close.
yeah, he's like 90% closer than us.
Yeah.
The big update, you know, because they've just breached the 1,000 episode mark, and so
Mhm.
that was months ago too. So I'm sure they're probably like, I don't know, 1,020 or something now. Like One Piece is one of those animes. It's like Boruto. It never stops. It never has breaks.
Boruto
No.
should stop.
Mm-mm.
Oh fuck! I almost had it. Oh shit! What the?
Get the fuck out of the way!
Hey, fuck you, man! I'm trying to skate here.
Hey man, what's wrong?
Dude, there's nowhere good to fucking skate. I keep busting my ass on like concrete and sidewalks. I'm just tired of it, dude. I hate this town.
Why don't you go to Hollywood?
Hollywood, what the hell is that?
It's an all-action, sports-friendly 8,000 square foot indoor skate park in Dubuque, Iowa, with 2,000 of that in a separate area, which can also be used for party rentals. Open 6 days a week, and we'll be doing an all-age show coming up here in the near future.
Oh, shit, man. Thanks. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, they're at 3125 Cedar Crest Ridge B. And when you go there, use the code MISFORTUNATE for half off lesson or $5 off a day pass, which is normally $20.
Oh, thank God they have lessons. I can't skate with shit.
Hey, me too!
Nice. So, to be fair, I have not really been watching Boruto lately, but I've been seeing an awful lot of videos on YouTube that were posted a long time ago, but they look like exact clips from the show, like they're not fan-made. And there's a lot of crazy shit happening that's really deep rooted into, like, all of Naruto universe.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, and I go and check back on Hulu, and I'm like, none of these episodes are even about what the fuck that is. And this was months ago, and I know I'm only like 9 episodes behind, so, like, I know this shit didn't happen, so it's really confusing.
So I know we're getting off topic here, but if it's Boruto's show, like Naruto progressed and got to what he needed to be, and he became Hokage. Boruto, it's just Boruto being Boruto, and Naruto is still getting fucking stronger. Like, he's getting more powerful.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
I haven't watched it. I refuse to because I watched like 30 episodes. I hated all of it. I stopped watching.
It gets good at a certain point. I've had this conversation with you.
I know.
Like,
I still can't.
you got to get through. See, that's where you stopped. Is where.
It probably got good, but
So here's the thing, and I think I've told you this before, but the first, like, episodes 1 through 50, 90% of that is not canon to the actual manga.
more filler. Nothing
Like
it's like Naruto.
90% of it is filler, but then it picks up to where it's canon, and then for like the next 30 episodes, all canon, and then it goes back and forth for a while, and then and then it gets good, and then certain characters introduced, and then it gets really good, and then it kind of goes back to filler, and then it goes back to the story, and then it goes back to filler. Where it's at now, to my understanding, is a filler arc, which is why I haven't really been watching it, because I'm not that invested in what's going on. I could give a fuck less about, because they go, just to kind of give you a brief summary, they like go to the Mist village for some reason. It's like a class field trip or some shit, some kind of mission. I can't remember. And shit goes down. Like, some bandits are there. Well, it turns out to be like some legendary like Mist ninja or something. And he breaks out of like this prison they have him in. And then like Boruto's friend, who is like basically the guy underneath the Mizukage, like, I don't know. There's a whole dynamic, and then like the 7 deadly swordsmen or whatever like come into the picture again, and like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I lost interest pretty fast once all that started going on, because again, it's not fucking canon to the manga.
So you're
But
not helping my case
where
right
the
now.
manga was at when that shit was getting released, like months before, there wasn't enough chapters out to continue the story on the show.
Thank
so they
God.
had to come up with something to kind of fill the void.
It's fucking Naruto.
Yeah, dude, that's how it works. I mean, that's what happens in anime.
Yeah, it happened way too much in Naruto though,
Yeah,
and
no,
Boruto. It's the same thing in my opinion, but
It's happened in a
Yeah.
lot of animes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
it is what it is. We get what we get, all right. I don't have any nails right now.
you just use a bottle opener to open a beer.
No, this is parts for opening a beer. That's what that's for. Tom made these. If you guys want 3D printed bottle openers, be sure to hit up Tom with a magic wand.
They do
At
look
men
pretty
of
cool.
misfortune at gmail.com.
Maybe we'll get our own custom Men of Misfortune bottle
Hey,
openers. That's
be
an
dope.
idea.
There we
See,
go.
didn't think
Merch.
of that just
Yo,
now.
write that down.
Yeah, fuck you, Jake.
Oh, what? Me giving you shit just gave us some profit, possibly.
That's right. Nobody gets to steal that. Okay.
So to go back to I want to kind of to go through. It's hard to do month by month because certain animes are to be announced and everything. But along with Made in Abyss, Overlord season 4 is to be announced or supposed to come out in July.
Which I haven't seen, but Jake has.
Mason, have you?
No, I know what it is though, but I have not seen it.
So
No,
fucking good.
which is why I feel like I always say that. Always like, yeah, I know what it is.
I was told to watch it by a buddy of mine. He's like, it's one of my top 3 animes. I'm like, no shit. And like, your anime taste is pretty good. I'll give it a shot. I've been watched that whole in like 2 days. I think it was all 3 seasons.
So this is what I want to know about the show. Who the fuck is the big skeleton guy? Is he the Overlord?
Yep, he's the Overlord.
So what's the show about?
So it's like the whole like a guy in real life gets stuck in MMO, like in the game, to kind of like Sword Art Online, kind of like that,
Or Dot Hack,
Or like
all
mo-
the other ones.
yeah,
that
or all of them,
happens.
pretty much, pretty much all of
I was
them.
gonna say Bofuri. That should be
Yeah.
its own genre of anime.
It really should, yeah.
It is, yeah. But anyway,
But he gets stuck in there and he's trying to figure out like they're all. It's pretty much like he's playing the game, but if he gets hurt and he gets fucking like hurt in real life, I guess. But
So it's like the Matrix.
yeah, pretty much. But he ends up taking over the whole land and trying to, I guess, and because he's overpowered as fuck. People come to him like, "Hey, we're a whole army. What are you gonna fucking do?" And he goes, "Fucking watch this." Snap his finger, like everyone dies. It's like it's just
So does he like? Is he OP because he like worked hard at it? Because he's stuck in it or something?
he's
Like-
the number one player on the game,
oh shit. So he rises to that point.
and then he gets stuck in the game.
Oh,
shit.
afterwards.
It didn't show him like grind to get to the top.
He just already was.
He
Okay.
already was, and like, he owns everything. He knows all the tricks, and then he gets stuck in the game.
Gotcha.
I,
It's better than being stuck in it when you suck.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, you just keep dying over and over again. Imagine being stuck at like the Tree Sentinel in Elden Ring, and like you
Can't
can't
leave.
progress. Like it's like an actual like mandatory boss when you're like level 1.
I'm just gonna sit at the side of Grace and talk to White Mask Bear. Like, bro, can you help? Or like,
Yeah, I'm gonna chase one of these stupid fucking dragonflies around until I'm level 20, and maybe I'll be able to kill the Tree Sentinel.
kill all the deer and just level
No.
up slowly.
one of the few
Yeah.
memes I've seen of Overlord is it's a story about how he gets into the Berserk universe. It's him before Berserk.
Right? Yeah.
No, if you guys have not seen that, it's definitely worth it. It's in my top 10 probably.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
dude, I'll take
Hell
your
yeah.
word for it. I'll definitely check it. I've wanted to for years. I always see it on Hulu and suggested, and I'm like, not today, old friend. We'll get there.
Maybe tomorrow.
Say, it looks like I did for August. I know it's conflicting opinions about this, and I'm sure a lot of people know the Dragon Ball Super movie, Superhero. It already got released in Japan, but it should be coming to us here in about a month.
Yeah,
So-
and I think the only reason it's really been getting a lot of hate is because of the animation in it.
Yeah, I think that's what Tyler said too. He hates it.
What do you mean by that? Like it just
It's
They-
like that quasi 3D kind of like.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
like what they used in the Berserk movies and the newer Berserk anime on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
oh god.
Yeah, it's like what they use in Attack on Titan sometimes when they get into the fight scenes.
Yeah.
But it's like it's very prominent.
Yeah.
Like it's throughout the whole thing. And any classic Dragon Ball Z watcher, current Dragon Ball Z Super watcher isn't used to that.
No. Mm-mm.
And they're probably not going to like it. I mean, the movies they're a bit higher quality as far as animation goes, but I don't know. The 3D stuff doesn't exactly do it for me.
I think my
it's too
favorite
much.
I think my favorite memory from Dragon Ball is when my sister gave me a Christmas present. She's like, "Hey, you like Dragon Ball?" I fucking love Dragon Ball. Yeah, movies. She goes, "Okay." So she gave me the Dragon Ball Season 1 and then Dragon Ball Z Season 2.
Season 2. Nice.
And I was like, "Glenn, you tried. I love you. You tried."
Yeah.
Right. We're missing a lot here.
I keep watching them, and I just don't understand.
It shows up fucking Goku fighting in arenas or whatever, being a monkey. Next thing you know, he's fighting the Ginyu Force. Like, what the
Right,
fuck?
yeah. Like, damn, this show sucks.
There's a huge gap there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot about these 2 arcs, but nothing else.
Especially the Ginyu Force.
Yeah. Like, oh, you like Dragon Ball Z? You seen the Cell Saga? Nope. But the Ginyu Force. It fucked Nappa up.
I know when I got there, it just came Goku and Vegeta all fucked up, but the Ginyu Force is there. It's all that matters.
Isn't that like when the goodbye Mr. Tien happens? Because he kills one of them? Chaozu kills
Chaozu.
one of the Nappa Force guys? Or the
Or
Ginyu Force?
I thought he was on the back of Bald Boy.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that Nappa?
Nappa.
Yeah, that's who comes to Earth with Vegeta.
That was before, yeah. That was right before the Ginyu Force.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, so I missed that.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. See,
The prior season. My bad.
yeah. No, I mean, I saw it when I was a kid, so it's not like I'm up to date on
Well,
it.
if you want season 2, I got you.
Oh, you still have it?
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if you know about this thing. It's called Hulu. and
Yeah, but the
I think
hard
you're-
copies, come on.
You're pronouncing that wrong. I think it's hula
hula
hoop.
hula hoop.
Yes, that's.
Excuse me. Telling me I've been paying for hula hoops for every month for.
How long? And I've
I've been
done.
I have yet to receive one. The fuck is this?
No, but yeah, in our group we have conflicting views about Dragon Ball. I'm always down for more lore. I like the lore. It's just nostalgic for me. I'm actually excited to see more Gohan too and Broly. They're both in it. So
Yeah, I think, and that's the thing too, is I think the movie primarily focuses on Gohan.
it was okay. So I read something today. Akira Toriyama wanted to do just Piccolo as the main like center of the show, but I guess like one of the people that works for him convinced him to throw Gohan in there too, which I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
I don't know how a Soul Piccolo movie would go. I mean, I love the guy, but like,
Yeah,
I
he's
can
only
see-
so powerful.
I only can see so many special beam cannons, man.
Yeah.
So I got into
Yeah.
a huge. Or I'm starting to get into an action figure kind of thing. Like I bought a Frieza action figure,
Nice.
and I was like, I want a Goku one. Like he's facing towards the right side. If I get a Goku facing the left side, it'd be kind of fucking cool to see
Yeah.
him like fighting. But at Walmart they had one. I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking Goku like flying and his hair is pushed back a little bit. I looked again. It was fucking Yamcha. I was like,
Fooled
no.
again.
Close enough.
I was like, no wonder why there's like 14 in stock. No one
Oh,
wants
Yamcha.
Yamcha.
Nobody wants Yamcha. But then in 10 years, it'll be like the rarest one.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it has small release or something. I don't know.
That's like everybody that's never seen Dragon Ball Z and they go to their buddy's house and they watch it and they see Yamcha and they're like, "Yo, that guy looks cool." And you're like,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No, don't get too attached.
He gets his ass kicked
So-
several times.
So this reminds me. This was one of the first times I came to Dubuque, and I went to the bookstore here at the mall.
Bam.
Yes.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Books a million.
Books a Million. That's it. I always think it's books and movies. not
That's what I
Books a
think
Million.
too.
No,
That's
it's
funny.
Books a million.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like Barnes and Noble for you out there that have never been to a Books a Million. They're not very. I've only ever seen one here. Anyway, you were talking about that time I was reincarnated as a slime earlier. There is a manga there that is called "That Time I Was Reincarnated as Yamcha."
It's Yamcha. Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
I wanted to. Yeah.
There was only one copy.
You
Like not
should've
like
bought it.
one,
Yeah.
not copy, but one. Like it was just one.
Yeah, there's only like
It's just-
one.
yeah,
one,
one volume
novel.
or whatever.
Yeah, volume. See, that's what
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking
Volume,
for earlier.
yeah.
They
volume.
probably made one because it's Yamcha.
Yeah, it's just like a spinoff.
No, the dude got reincarnated in Yamcha and immediately committed suicide.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I couldn't have been Goku, not even Raditz. Like,
Fuck Chaozu, man. I don't care.
yeah, fuck Krillin.
It's like even Krillin, come on.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've wanted to pick that up for a while, and it's still there.
It's still that's oh.
Yeah, anytime
Yeah,
I've
it's
gone there,
there.
I look and see, and
Yeah.
it's there. It's only like $10 too. I might have to grab it and just read it and see.
I'll go tomorrow, I'll pick it up for you.
Yeah, it's there, dude. If you want, I don't
I
care.
mean, I don't want it, but if it's still there, it needs a home.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the talking point when people come over to your house.
Yeah.
They're like, "What? Does that say what I think it
And
does?"
here is my book collection.
Just that one.
Yeah,
They go into my basement and they're like, "Oh my god, you have a whole barcade down here. Is that a Yamcha book?"
it's, well, never heard of it.
Oh, hey man, it's been real fun. I gotta go.
Right. Well, moving on from the month of August, and just to forewarn you guys, we're mainly only talking about our shows that we're interested in here that are coming out.
It would
but-
be kind of boring to talk about shit we don't know anything about. There's
Yeah,
a lot more
yeah.
things getting released this year, but we can't speak about stuff we don't know. So
Yeah.
fair enough. Yes. In September, for all you Cyberpunk fans out there, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, there is a Cyberpunk anime coming out, which the name of it is
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
yes, and I
Edge
don't.
Runner. Yeah.
It's kind of, I think, I don't know a lot about it. I kind of saw snippets of a trailer, but I want to say there are canon characters from the game that are actually going to be in the show.
I wonder if
Keanu Reeves.
yeah, Keanu Reeves is going to be in it then.
Ooh, good point. I didn't think about that.
Because I mean, like in the game, he's technically dead, but like, still, he's
he-
still a big part of.
he's
the
the main
lore.
character
He's a-
technically, so-
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He's dead and he's not. It's weird.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Something like that.
But no, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I always feel bad for CD Projekt Red because they just killed The Witcher so hard, and Cyberpunk came out. It was just so fucked, and like their stocks crashed, and everybody's fucking hates them now.
Well, the
It's
problem
just-
is people pushed for that game to be out so fucking hardcore.
yeah, they did. They were pounding it, dude.
Yeah, literally. And then they released it, and it had so many fucking issues on every platform.
Everyone, yeah.
That it came out on, and it's just sad because it was almost like a Fallout 76 situation.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
But Fallout 76 wasn't exactly pushed by the fans. They just released it, and it was an unfinished game.
It was. It was an empty world.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like Halo Infinite. Like they released it and there's no co-op campaign.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is big,
Like the
big parts
fuck.
of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to play Halo for co-op campaign.
But in modern times, things change. Pretty much every console you play on is connected to the internet. So they have the ability to go in and release the patches and the updates, and you don't have to do anything. It just downloads.
Mm-hmm.
You get that. So yeah, it was kind of tragic with Cyberpunk releasing because it basically became a laughing stock immediately. Like they released it on PS4 and it was practically unplayable
Yeah,
on
it
PS4. And they were discounting copies like not even a month after it was released.
Yeah.
That's
Which just
sad.
sucks because like
Yeah.
I actually played through a lot of it. Like the story's pretty cool and the lore's cool, the world's cool. The game mechanics are broken and shit about the game's broken, but like the world's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Men of Misfortune podcast, sponsored by Botanicana and Herbal Hemp Company. With over 13 years of legal cannabis experience that strives towards educating guests on the health benefits of hemp and CBD products. A family-owned, farm-to-table business with the goal of making your quality products for your health and becoming your local source for all hemp products. Have questions? Stop by your Tri-State Botanicana locations today in Galena, Dubuque, and now Platteville. Botanicana, open your well-being.
No, the base game Cyberpunk, like I really enjoyed it. I never beat it actually, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. It was just something about it. Like I think the weapons more than anything weren't what I thought they were going to be. Like there wasn't as many as they let on, and I kind of got bored with it.
Yeah, because it's like it would be the same gun, just a higher level, but it would look exactly the same.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
shoot the same. Yeah.
And I mean, you get really cool melee weapons and stuff too, and there's
the
custom.
hacking's dope. Really,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that a lot.
Yeah, there's like several different ways you can hack items, and you can hack like characters in the
Mhm.
game as you're playing and make them go nuts and like make them kill people and shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
And the vehicle customization and like you can buy vehicles and stuff like that. It just takes a while to get to that point. Like you really, it's one of those games you have to grind. Like you got to do a lot of side missions and shit like that
I know my
to get far in it.
my brother-in-law or soon-to-be brother-in-law. He did all the side missions first and then did the story.
Yeah,
And just fucking walked through
Pro
it.
gamer style.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and that's it's an open world game for that reason.
Mhm,
you
yeah.
know? That's why like open world games are becoming so popular now, and so many developers are making them. It's because that's what people want.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people don't want to fucking try to have to play a game that hard if they want to do the storyline. Like they just want to be able to walk through it, And it's okay. Like fuck it, I don't care. I mean, if that's what you want. But I'm more story driven more than anything when it comes to certain games. But to each their own.
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely look forward to the anime coming out in September. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm definitely going to be checking it out.
I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, man. I love
Yeah.
the company, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to keep it alive. Obviously,
Mhm.
there's a lot of hype built up for it, and then it just kind of died. But
I'm pretty sure they're still patching the game, like currently.
probably.
Yeah, like still.
I'll come back to it one day.
Yeah.
And Jake will play it eventually. We've convinced him after the dick enlarging.
Yeah.
He got, his
that's
eyes
the-
got big.
That's the only reason. No nipples, big dick.
Yeah.
That's all you need in life.
Oh man.
So in October, we got a couple things coming out. We got a few things written down here. The first one I'm going to hit Riley with is Uzumaki,
Yes.
anime adaptation of that.
Yes, we a while back did a Junji Ito episode, and I had a lot of fun with it. I love
Mhm.
talking about Junji Ito. I love Junji Ito. I've read a lot of his books, short stories. Uzumaki is definitely one of his most famous stories, and that shit scarred me when I read it. Just a little bit, because that's how I got introduced to Junji Ito, was reading that book, and I read it in one sitting too. It's a big book.
Did someone just have it?
I bought
Like,
it.
You just bought it off of
Yeah,
one?
I bought it from a bookstore, and I had heard about him from somewhere, I can't remember, and I was just like, I'm gonna check this. Oh no, it was a buddy of mine, John, one of our listeners, and we got on the subject of him, and he's like, no, you should really check him out. I'm like, okay, so I went and grabbed the book. started reading it. Like first 10 pages, I was hooked. I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. I like where this
Like,
is
this is
going.
coming home with me.
Yeah, I like where this is going.
Yeah.
So it was actually, we were visiting Dubuque one time, and the whole, which is a long drive back from where we used to live, 4.5 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck that drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
fuck
awful.
yeah, it sucks. And I read the whole entire book in that sitting.
Oh God.
And, yeah, but it made that drive go fast. I'll tell you that much. And it had me hooked. And some of the most, Junji Ito is notoriously known for having some of the best page turns in manga. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's, you can turn the page and both of the next pages are just one big panel
Yeah,
of something. And his are 9 times out of 10 the most fucked up, grotesque things you're going to see. And what's cool about the anime when it's releasing, which I wasn't exactly hyped about at first, but I like the artistic direction they're going with it, is it's all going to be in black and white.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
going to be, basically, you're going to be seeing panels right out of the fucking manga, no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's really cool.
Yeah, and they've been talking about this for years, like 2 or 3 years now. It's gotten pushed back because of COVID and everything. But now I think they're finally pulling the trigger and releasing it. The only thing I'm disappointed about is I think it's only going to be like maybe 6 episodes.
Pretty short then.
Yeah, so we probably won't get every story arc out of the book. And that's what's cool about it too, is because it's kind of like watching a drama show where you get to see perspectives from other characters in the show. It's not just focused on the main character every time. That's how the book is. Like, it bounces around certain characters, and like it has 2 or 3 chapters just about that character, and then the main character somehow becomes involved, and then just all comes full circle. So I
That's
hope
pretty
they do.
cool.
I hope they do the show like that, and I hope they figure out a way to make it all happen. Anyway, it's coming out in October. I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for everybody to see it. I can't wait to see it. We've also got other things coming out in October. We're looking at My Hero Academia Season 6.
Can't fucking wait.
Because Season
Yeah.
5 ended on such a high note.
Yeah.
The movie they released last year was fucking amazing. And
See, I didn't watch it. I wanted to.
oh,
But
dude, it's so good. I've been telling Mason and Tyler.
For months, yeah.
Yeah, and they still haven't released it on fucking Blu-ray in the States. I don't know why. It's been like 7 months now since it
That's
came out
ridiculous.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little-
Yeah, I don't get why animes are like that when it comes to physical release. It takes a while.
I know when that show first got released, I was like, my foot got all fucked up in work, and I watched episode 1 to 79 in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's
I
really-
couldn't turn it
yeah.
off. I slept like 3 hours a day. I couldn't turn it off.
Yeah, that was me too when I first got into it. I put off watching the show for so long. I hated it for some reason. I was just like, it's probably some stupid fucking
Did you watch
kid anime show and blah blah blah. Like everybody's obsessed with it, yada yada yada. And then I saw when All Might did United States of Smash. Like I kept seeing everybody repost the clip online. I'm just like, why would he call a move that? That's so fucking stupid. But then one day I was just like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. And then like you, I think within like a week or 2, I was caught up
Yeah.
because I could not
Yeah.
stop fucking watching
See
it.
how it went for me? Like, I watched like a half an episode. I'm like, this is dumb. It's just superhero shit. I don't care. It's nothing really good. Turn it off. Like a month or 2 later, Tyler's watching it, and he goes,
Yeah, because
Dude.
I told him to watch it.
yeah. And he was watching it like up to date, and like shit was going crazy. I was like, what the fuck you watching? It was My Hero. I'm like, I started that. I should have kept going. He goes, fucking watch it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, dude, it's great. I think it's one of the Deku's obviously like one of the big 3 of the newer
new ones,
generation.
yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My Hero is definitely in the big 3 for the newer generation.
I always see stuff with him and Tenjiro from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
If those two fight, it's just
I
them
don't
crying the
wanna,
entire time.
yeah, they'll try to befriend each other the whole time.
Nothing but crying.
yeah. And that's kind of what like hit home for me too, is when I started the show. Is like, dude, Deku was just this kid that wanted to have powers. Like
Yeah.
he wanted to be like everybody else. And,
He was
you know-
getting teased and bullied for not having powers, and then he
Yeah.
became the strongest fucking
Well,
guy.
like I hate to sound cheesy, I identified with that when I was younger because I was like the short, small kid who kind of had health issues. So like I couldn't play sports with all my friends, or like
Mhm.
I couldn't do this and that. So I was just like not necessarily left out like intentionally, but it's just like well, it's like this because it is. In
Yeah.
Deku, it's like you don't have powers because you don't have
Like,
powers.
you can't
Sorry.
help it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way things are.
It's funny you say that because I was literally gonna say I didn't really like. I don't know. I'm weird about new animes too, but like the scene where he's sitting at like the desk or whatever, and then he's like crying and like holding the All Might doll
And while
or whatever.
smiling.
Yeah, and he's just like. After that scene, I was like, okay. I was like, this is good.
Yeah, because he's talking to his mom. He's like, I'm going to be like him one day, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get my powers. And she's
Mhm.
just like, no, sweetie.
Yeah.
And it's
After
just
that, I was
like-
like, oh my god.
It's just like, can you just lie to me to make me feel better?
That's one of those lie moments.
yeah. Like, I'm not lying because I want to. I'm lying because I have to. I have to make you feel better.
I feel like some guys must have cried during that time because he got too attached to him at the beginning. It's
Yeah.
like everyone in
What?
The Sage.
Pervy Sage?
Pervy
yeah.
Sage,
Jiraiya.
yeah.
When he
Right.
fucking died, sorry, I'm want to drink.
Spoiler! No, I'm sorry.
Well, it came out 8 years ago, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
still-
If you haven't seen it by now, it's your fault.
yeah. But
Um,
when he fucking died, like I did cry during that. I'm not. I'll do it right now.
I did too, man. I was, even when I was a kid, just watching OG Naruto, I was really attached to Jiraiya. Like, as soon as they introduced him, I'm like, that's my favorite
That guy's
fucking
cool.
character.
Yeah.
now. Like, it was Rock Lee, and then I jumped to him.
Rock Lee's pretty fucking cool though.
Yeah. I always mention this too. I remember being like 11 years old watching Naruto on Toonami when they were doing the Chunin exams, and the fucking episodes with Rock Lee versus Gaara. Like how, like,
Dude,
I could
when he
not,
dropped the weights,
yeah, I remember seeing that, like them premiere that. I could like those episodes. I could not look away from the TV the whole time, and my brother would like, because I was staying at the night at my grandmother's house, and I'd go down to their bedroom where their TV was and watch it while they were out eating dinner or whatever. My brother just periodically coming in, oh, you're watching your stupid fucking anime, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck off. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my God.
It's happening. It's going down. But, yeah, anyway, I don't even know where I was going with this.
I know when I watched that episode, I was in detention at high school, and like they would give me a computer to work on quote unquote my assignment. I would just turn on fucking Naruto because why not? And that happened. I was in the lunchroom, and Rock Lee dropped his weight. I was like, oh shit. And like Sakura was like, "What is the weight to fucking make him faster?" And he's flying around the fucking room. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, because he took the weights off, and then when they hit the ground, they were like, boom, boom.
Yeah, like literally, like it shook the whole fucking stadium.
But when that happened, like the principal saw me like freaking the fuck out, and he walked over and goes, "How's your essay coming on?" I'm like, "It's going good." Just
Right.
typing a little bit.
Why I Love Rock Lee by Jake Paulson.
Hey everybody, this is Diabetic Daddy from Misfortunate Media. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Without a healthy mind, being truly happy and at peace is hard. The good news is, therapy works. But what is therapy exactly? It's whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're not feeling motivated right now and would like some tools to help. Or maybe you're feeling insecure in a relationship or at work. Not dealing well with stress? Whatever you need, it's time to stop being ashamed of normal human struggles and start feeling better, because you deserve to be happy. And now, you don't have to worry about finding an in-person therapist near you to help. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Join the millions of people who are seeing what online therapy is really about. It's always a good time to invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. Special offer to Misfortunate Media listeners, you can get 10% off your first month of professional therapy at betterhelp.com/misfortunate. That's betterhelp.com/misfortunate. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this podcast.
To cap off the month of October, the last thing we got here, which I heard about, I don't know much about yet. I'm excited for it. It's the new Mobile Suit Gundam series, The Witch from Mercury.
And if we know anything about Gundam, is that they will never stop making it.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm just like,
That's okay.
no, yeah. I will say I saw the little poster for it or whatever, the little image. The Gundam, I know it's well, for one, it's a female pilot, and that's new. This never happened for the series, which is kind of cool. But her Gundam, it looks kind of like an Ava. It's like it's got like a small waist, and like it's not like your typical mobile suit. So I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to go with like more of like a higher speed action-y type thing, you know. So.
They've definitely been getting crazy with the Gundam designs over the years. Like the Barbados Gundam was definitely cool. I was a different take on the designs of them.
Yeah.
They're kind of changing things up, if you will.
Well, I mean,
I'm
they
actually
got-
about to look this
They
up.
got to do something because, like, I mean, we can't just have Transformer robots forever. Like,
No.
they got to change the models of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
That's okay.
See,
I'm
they're-
excited for it.
See, Gunner reminds me a lot of like Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started that and I never really got.
You want to ride me?
I've gotten a lot of shit from the wife because I can't remember
0.
02. It's
Zero,
zero
yeah.
two.
02.
Yeah, because
Unfortunately, no human being is her.
no,
Oh, this
unfortunately
is kind
not.
of cool. Is that it?
I think so. Yeah, it's like skinny waist and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen. Okay, yeah. I like
See,
that.
does it kind of look like a little bit like an Ava? Like
A little bit, yeah.
more so than other Gundams, I would say.
Yeah, no, I definitely dig it. It kind of reminds me of some of the other ones they've done in the past. Like they've kind of just, like, yeah, taking inspiration from those. I like that.
I guess I will also say for the listener's sake, I like Wing and like G Gundam are like ones that I identify most with. So I haven't seen the new ones.
I've literally only watched Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah.
And like OG Gundam. Like that's all I've seen. I tried to start Origins, which is basically the same thing. And I've never watched Wing. I've never watched G Gundam. I've never watched Zeta, which I really want to watch Zeta. There's so fucking many I
Yeah,
haven't
there's a
seen.
lot.
But I love Gundam. I love building Gunpla. Anyway, moving on. We're excited for it. Definitely, any new Gundam is good in my book.
So we didn't really have much for the rest of the year, but we got some just to be announces that are worth mentioning. One that I'm excited for that I caught up on finally is Mob Psycho. That's coming out this fall.
Yes.
The new season, the third season. So
Well, can you explain what that show is? I started it, but I fell asleep like in the first episode and missed like 8 episodes.
yeah, I can. So I think the first thing when I asked Riley about it too, he's like, so you know the guy, the kid you see with the black hair?
Yeah.
He's not the main character.
Yeah.
No.
You think he is, but he's not.
He's not the protagonist.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, his master's the protagonist.
He,
technically.
yeah, it's kind of like it goes back and forth. It's weird.
I think realistically, Mob is the main character, but like in
Yeah.
the anime, they make a point to say he's not the main character.
And it's almost like a joke at the same time too. Like,
If you're missing anything, One Punch Man, this will like fill that void. It's like funny and the action's over the top and they're like way strong. Like the
'Cause it's-
Mob is like ungodly strong.
yeah, he's basically Saitama, and what's cool is the series is written by the same guy, but it's animated by somebody else. It's
Yeah.
not animated by the same studio
See,
that does One Punch Man.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, Saitama! What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that, and then it was not.
No, once you get into the first couple, like, okay, so like the first couple episodes, like it's like more about trying to tell you what's going on with Mob and the teacher and everyone else. But then like once people start like figuring out who Mob is and how he's a psychic and like other psychics start coming into the show, it's like it's just pure action. It's crazy.
and it kind of has like the high school like dynamic to
Yeah,
it too.
mhm.
Like it's kind of funny because like one of the like underlying arcs in the show is there's a psychic club in the school that Mob is a part of, and like they're trying to phase the psychic club out because there's not enough members.
There's like 4 and they need 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they're just like trying to fill in the spots, and Mob's like, "Well, I guess I'll come in." And they're just like, "Ha, yeah, okay,
You're psychic,
we
yeah."
guess you can come in." And then he's like the most fucking OP.
He just
out
like
of
starts
all of them.
like levitating stuff and bending spoons or whatever, and they're like, "Holy shit, he really is psychic!" Like
Yeah,
none
like-
of them are actually psychic.
Yeah, like we're just psychic enthusiasts.
Yeah, the chick's more obsessed with like aliens than
yeah,
psychic.
yeah. And he's like, "No, this shit is real. I can do it." And then it's like the reason they call it Mob Psycho 100 is because it's like a Tagoro thing from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like he can use a certain percentage of his powers, and when he gets to 100%, shit fucking goes
He
down.
goes berserk usually.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
he like
shit.
loses consciousness.
He
and, like,
becomes a
goes
god,
crazy.
basically.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking insane.
It's intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say I'll watch Overlord. You want to watch some Mob Psycho? It's
Deal.
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen season 2 Mob
It's-
Psycho. I still need
Season
to
2
watch
is
that.
season 1's good. Season 2's better. I'd say.
Is
I
that
like it
on
more.
HBO Max?
Yeah, the first season is. I don't know about season 2.
Okay.
I watched them somewhere. I don't know where. It must have been Crunchyroll.
When
or
you
something.
find out, you let me know, then I'll watch them all.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's funny. It's really funny. So,
But what else we got coming out? We already talked about Chainsaw Man.
Bo Fury. What's the full title? What's the full Riley?
I don't like being in pain, so I'll make a defense build.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was a season 2 to be announced?
Yes.
They said.
Yeah, which it
when
should be coming
I
sometime.
watched the first like 3 episodes, and she went to a dungeon and she got her ass. She's quote unquote getting her ass kicked, so she kept up in her fence and not get fucking hurt. And then
Yeah.
I was like, this is dumb as shit.
So
But Mason, you said it was fucking good after that.
Oh.
I haven't seen all of it yet. I think I got to like episode 8 out of the first season. But from what I hear, she gets to the point which, you know, is kind of to be expected, where she's like God. Like it's not
Yeah.
about just her having a big shield anymore. Like from what I saw in the show, there's one like spell she can do where it's like a fucking Hydra. And it's like a defense Hydra.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you know, it's Ben's offense is a good defense kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I've also heard like from other people that she gets to the point where she's basically like godlike in the show. Like she can't be beaten because her defense is so fucking good. And like I think she has like a big ass like suit of armor and stuff.
Yeah,
And has like
mhm.
these insane like defense attacks and shit.
So I think the reason why I stopped watching it was because it was too like cheesy.
A little bit.
I would
yeah.
say that,
kind of,
yeah.
Mhm.
It's a little.
I had
girl
to
with-
switch from watching like subbed to dubbed because the sub was just like so over the top like kawaii shit. Like I remember I was watching the sub and there was a part where like this little like hamster like thing was running around and like all you heard was like
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, this is a little too much. Like, it's one of those shows where I'm like, I hope nobody else knows I'm watching this.
Turning into Hamtaro.
Yeah.
Walking. What are you watching? Nothing porn?
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. I like it though. I definitely do. I think everybody should check it out. To be honest, you guys would probably like it. It's another one of those shows. It's like Overlord, where the chick's in a video game. She's like in a
Yeah.
VR video
Yep,
game.
yep. But she can get stuck in there. She can log in and out.
Yeah, she's just playing it for fun, but it's a good show.
Oh, so you did say you were hoping no one would see you watch that show. One of the shows I was hoping no one would see me watch was High School DxD.
I've heard it's really good
I've heard.
though.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good, but as soon as I started watching it, my ex-girlfriend walked out of the bedroom because it was like 3 a.m. or second shift, and she woke up, go to the bathroom, and as soon as she walked out of the bedroom, it was just tits and like borderline hentai. I was like, she goes, what are you watching? I'm like, just switched it off. I was like, I don't fucking know. And she goes, I'm gonna go back to bed. I'm like,
You're like,
the best.
Warriors versus Celtics. I mean, it was a commercial.
Yeah, but I heard it's a really good fucking anime, but I just can't get past the borderline hentai shit. Not that I have anything against it. I hope my wife's not listening, but I just don't want anyone to walk in again and me watching that and see that.
Hey guys, it's Tom with the Magic Wand from Misfortunate Media. If you made it this far in the episode, we stopped for a beer run, but check out our other shows, our deep dive show, Morning Cup of Chaos, our anime show, Now I Mention Everything, and our new show, Meta Misfortune. You can check us out on any streaming platform or anywhere you listen to your podcasts.
But anyway, we'll move on.
I mean, we don't got much left. Next year, I know Riley's looking forward to Dr. Stone.
Yeah,
So that's
Dr.
that's
Stone.
something coming out.
I'm on the middle of season 2 right now.
yeah, it's really good. I want to say the manga is like almost done, or it might be done.
I thought it was done. As
Yeah,
well.
so we only have anime to wait on for it to come out, and I'm really curious to see where it goes because I think it's fucking awesome how smart Senku is and like the things that he comes up with to try and modernize. Like, you know, if you watch the show, there's like a collapse in humanity. I won't spoil too much, but humanity basically resets by a few thousand years. Like,
Oh, you're not spoiling anything. It was like episode 1.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to like say how it happens,
Yeah,
because you don't know how it happens.
Yeah, I
That's
don't-
part of the show.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
that either.
And it's just crazy, like the advancements and how they come. Like, it's because you're seeing like almost like technology be reinvented.
Yeah, you
like,
start
know,
at
as if-
Tarzan level and you work your way up.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're going from like people learning how to make fire and make weapons to where they're like making electricity out of fucking basic components and like solar power and stuff like that. It's really good. It's really crazy, and I want to see where it goes because it's not really like your typical anime, like where
Oh, no,
there's
not at
you
all.
know, like the main protagonist is fighting like the antagonist, and they're both like really like super powered, fucking like insane people. It's like literally, it's like there's this guy. He's a scientist, and he's combating against somebody. Like he wants to rebuild civilization, and there's another guy that wants to rebuild civilization, but he also wants to kill off half of it at the same time.
To make it quote unquote better.
Yeah.
You said.
So there's like, it's like a double-edged sword, but they're both trying to do it for the better. But one has his way, and the other guy has his, and that's where the combativeness comes into play.
See, I did enjoy watching that because you feel like you're learning shit while watching it. Like you're learning how things are made, whatever. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know science at all, but
I think it is, honestly.
you just feel like you're learning the whole time watching it while enjoying to quote unquote learn.
So I was gonna ask, so like if it was like Full Metal's alchemy, Dr. Stone's is like science, right? It's like
Yeah,
Yep,
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which I did just for our listeners here, I did just finally finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
he did.
I have not even watched any of that yet.
It's good. It's worth
I
it.
thought it was
It's
good.
Not
I-
too long either.
I thought the ending was great.
See, I've been told to watch Brotherhood first, or not at all. I've heard both sides.
Tyler's a diehard OG fan. I'm a diehard Brotherhood.
I think he's one that said don't watch Brotherhood. I believe you're the one
love
that watched.
Brotherhood. I would say, if it was up to me, I'd say watch Brotherhood. If you really loved it, go watch the original one, and then you'll
Yeah.
see the differences, and then you can pick which one you like.
Original's a lot longer, is the thing.
And it's different. The whole feel of it's different.
There's more arcs and there's more characters and stuff like that. Brotherhood was like the Dragon Ball Z Kai
It was the Kai. Yeah.
of Full Metal Alchemist. It's a little goofier. It's not as dark, but I think it gets the message across. It's like if you just want to know what the show is and what it's about, watch Brotherhood. If you're not, trying to make, a few months out of it, watch Brotherhood. If you want to know the whole story and all the other sides shit that happens, watch regular Full Metal Alchemist. But we have got a couple more things that are coming out. One thing that has been in the media buzz lately
Oh God.
that we want to talk about, Hunter x Hunter
Mm-hmm.
is officially coming back.
God, it's so weird because like we do these anime episodes and we talk about this shit, and then all of a
It's
sudden
finally-
they're talking about bringing it back. That's just I know
Yeah.
it's not because of us, but it just feels so surreal.
We just had our Yu Yu Hakusho episode.
I know it's so wild.
And I think like that might have, circulated some. No, we're not that big. But either way, it's finally happening. We are getting a continuation of the manga, and that's great. And there's been a lot of things in the rumor mill for like the past year or two that the animators have still been working on the show. So there's like a 95% chance that the show is going to come back, but it's already been confirmed that the main characters will not be Gon
Nope.
and Killua.
Oh,
It
no
will
shit.
be about Kurapika and his arc.
Yep.
Which, you know what?
Mhm. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I think that's fair
Yeah, I'm
because
okay
the
with
last
that.
half of the show was Gon and Killua and the Chimera arc. And, that whole time you saw Kurapika like once,
Yeah,
and he told Killua basically to fuck
he was
off.
pretty much on the didn't he like call him or something?
Yeah, he called him and he's just like, the Chimera ants, they're going to take over the world. And Kurapika's like, yeah, I know, I got more important
Yeah,
shit
too
to worry
busy.
about. Kurapika's like, ants? I got to kill spiders. Fuck you.
Nice.
See, the last time I watched that show, they got out of the game and they went to go find Gene's apprentice, or quote unquote, they went to go find Gene.
Yeah.
But ended up finding Gene's apprentice. That's where
Kite, my boy.
that's where it stopped. That's where it was on Netflix a while back. They stopped there right there.
Oh, dude, you still got so much.
So you
to
didn't,
I know.
So you didn't get emotional damage from the next part.
Emotional damage.
I'm not gonna say it. I know.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
I know. I've heard a lot.
Yeah, dude, you're right at the threshold of the best arc in the whole entire show.
Do you just like do this to yourself and watch animes and purposely stop right before it gets good?
Let me ask you this: do you, every
Which
time,
anime we're talking about?
Yeah,
All of them?
exactly. All of them.
let me ask you this: every time you jerk off, do you not come?
Do you
Do
just
you
like
wanna- do you want to find out?
Ooh.
he just stops? He's like, oh yeah, nah,
Nah.
I don't deserve this.
All right. What do you think about that, Tyler? Oh wait, you're not here. That's
Exactly. He didn't. No
Okay.
answer. All
right.
right.
We miss you.
No, we don't. I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I miss you.
Allegedly.
I miss you.
But on top of Hunter x Hunter coming back, which we could not be more thankful for, we're so happy that Yoshihiro Togashi is finally in good enough health to continue on the
Yes,
story
yes,
that
yes.
we have so desperately been waiting on. We have also heard in recent news that Berserk is being continued.
Mm-hmm. Also ironic.
Very ironic.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm still on episode 3. Sorry, did
Well,
you get good at episode 4? Did I stop again before it got good?
Hey, look, listen. You've played Dark Souls and Elden Ring. You basically have seen this.
I was gonna say if you love those games, they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Berserk.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah,
know that.
man. His sword's at everyone.
No. My favorite sword.
Just like Patches, he's in every
Fucking
one.
patches.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up now, boys.
Yeah, I think we've talked long enough. Loving.
I mean, if you guys have any upcoming to be announced things getting released either this year or next year, feel free to leave us a comment, send us a message, let us know what you're looking forward to. Because, like we said, we can't watch everything. It's no possible way. We don't have the amount of resources, the time of day. We all have lives, but that doesn't mean we don't want to hear from you guys. You know?
Definitely drop us some suggestions on our social medias at Minimus Fortune on Facebook, Instagram. Email us at minimusfortune@gmail.com. And we will happily take any and all of your suggestions into consideration. Some of them we won't, but we'll try. And that's any engagement from you guys is what we're looking for. Like we said earlier, we've got a lot of stuff on the horizon for us. We're finally getting merch. If for those of you who have not seen on our Facebook page and Instagram pages, we have merch designs officially released. We're going to be taking pre-orders here soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be releasing stickers.
I was going to say I was
soon.
The stickers got postponed a little bit because my drawing tablet, there was a problem with it, so I got to get another one. But
Yeah.
they're still up there. They're getting done.
All in good time, guys. And as of today, we've announced that we're going to be making bottle openers.
Bottle opener, 3D printed
3D prints
from Tom and the Magic
So
Wand.
Tom to start
Magic
making a bunch
Wand.
of them.
So with that being said, I would like to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. This has been, and now I mention everything, I am your fill-in main host, Riley Wallen. To my left, I have...
Your boy Mason, and then to my left we got
The random dipshit Jake.
Thank you guys for listening, and always stay animated.
we out.